Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the ABR Festival 2024, where I'm with Yamaha and we're going to ride the Tenere 700 Extreme. So sit back, relax and come along for the ride. So this is the Yamaha Tenere Extreme 700. This is new for 2024. It still carries that CP2 689cc 4-stroke 2-cylinder liquid cooled engine. The 5-inch TFT meter screen carries 3 new ABS switchable modes. It's got a higher new front mudguard. It's got the KYB suspension like you find on the World Raid Edition. It's also got the one-piece rally seat so you can move more easily on the bike, and it also has lightweight foot pegs that has a bigger 35% more surface area. After a brief introduction to the electronics from the Yamaha instructor, it was time to get on the bike. So here we go guys, so I'm out in Group 1 on these big bikes, 910mm seat height. I am completely kind of sat off the seat. I mean, it's quite thin, it's a one-piece seat, it's new for 2024, but it is tall. Like I said, we are at the ABR Festival and it is ram-packed. It's a hot one as well. It feels like the temperature's just gone through the roof in the last 20 minutes. So yeah, we're just heading up to the trail. We've probably got about half an hour or so on the bike, and yeah, I've been really looking forward to riding one of these. So as we're just heading up to the trail, I've been in the market for a middleweight adventure bike for a while to change out that Ducati Multistrada. This is a bike that I've not tried yet, and what a perfect place to try it off-road. It's got a seat height of 910mm. It's got a weight of 205 kilos. But it is a tall bike. You can get lower seat options, but we'll see how we get on with this one. This is Yamaha's Extreme bike for 2024. I think it's coming in at 72 brake horsepower, 68 Newton meters of torque, which is probably more than enough for off-roading. But initial thoughts, just as we ride up to the trail, I love the riding position of this bike and also love the style and design of it. Yamaha's got a platform that works with their CP2 engine. So they took a stock bike, they've put the suspension on it, the KYB suspension from the World Raid, and they've created this bike, the Extreme. How extreme is it? We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, I think when we come to a stop, I wonder who's going to be the first one to drop the bike. Probably me. Just getting on the clutch. I mean, it's a little bit snatchy on the throttle. The geometry on the bike is great standing up, it feels right. I mean, I am a big fan of the KYB suspension. It's plush, and I like the fact that they've combined that too of the stock Tenere and the World Raid. It's going to hang back a bit because it's kicking up a bit of dust. So yeah, we're actually on the what they call the expert loop. I've not been on this before. It's just when you come to that stop. The fact that them pegs are far bigger now, you feel like you've got a really good platform to stand on. Just gonna watch out for the ruts. It's getting a bit rutty down here. Oh, getting a little bit more technical. But yeah, the Extreme seems to be handling it absolutely lovely. Yeah, I love this new screen. It's a bit dusty. If I give it a wipe, the clarity on that is absolutely love it. I love the fact it's in the portrait mode. You've got like 3-way switchable ABS on this bike now as well. It's got a higher front mudguard, like I said, wider pegs. They've made a few changes to improve the bike. Right, I need to back off a bit because I just can't see when the dust kicks up. Oh, we had the wheel kick out a little bit then. Like I say, there's a few little rutty bits. But like I say, when you get on that gas, wow. For 72 brake horsepower, this bike is not underpowered. I think it's got that 270 degree crank that kind of gives it a bit more sort of torque low down. We must have hit a bit of a wall. Oh, it looks like the instructor's going to go and find out when generally there's a bit of a, oh no, the instructor's bike's gone down. But, you know, this is what these bikes are designed for. Yeah, that side stand, it just sank into the mud. You can feel the wheel just spinning up on the gravel. Roll seems a bit snatchy, but I think if you feather that clutch right, yeah, wow, that picks up well. But like I said, I do like the riding position stood up on this. It's comfortable. Bought out 5 different models of this bike now, and I think this would definitely appeal to those kind of taller riders, or medium to tall, should I say. So this is the manufacturer's test ride route. The brakes are good on this bike, plenty of stopping power there. To be honest, I find it easier just starting off in second. So we've got a bit of a hilly bit here, so we'll get on the gas. Yeah, no problem. Test these brakes out on the hill. Yeah, they work nice. These bigger bikes, they do take a little bit of settling into, but once you get going, you feel really at home. I think value for money, this bike has got to be one of the best ones. These are coming in just under 11,000. Yeah, that exhaust sounds absolutely beautiful when you just give that throttle a little blip. I mean, that's the stock can as well. It's still got things like the 16 litre tank, the same as the stock bike. So there you go guys, the Tenere Extreme. It uses this CP2 engine, which is performing absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's an absolute lovely looking bike. It just needs somebody a bit better than me to probably get the best out of it. So yeah, the value for money, guys, I think this bike is probably the best one in this kind of middleweight adventure bike category. Like I said, the only downside for me is that seat height. Apart from that, I absolutely love it. I think the seats plush on it, the suspension's plush, the brakes work well. Like I say, this one, it's got that higher front mudguard on it, the wider pegs. The pegs are absolutely massive. It's got that 150 18-inch tyre on the back, and it's got that 90x90x21 on the front. Yeah, and the other thing is, this bike does sound really nice as well with that stock Canon. You won't want to make it any louder. I think another upgrade on this bike as well is this radiator guard under here. I've still not got my head round the kind of the electronics, but you don't really get enough time on these bikes to go through everything. I've managed to get the settings up. We've got ABS on, rear ABS off, and ABS off totally. So let's turn the rear ABS off. The seat is fairly slim, so once you're on, you're okay. You can just kind of move your body weight over. That's nice. You're the expert. She's a great rider, she is. Mind the tree. I don't think there's many people that actually get their feet flat on the ground. I think you've got to be in the 6 foot category. I'm 5'9". Yeah, this bike tackles them ruts so easy. Turns nice. I'd say the suspension's probably a little bit stiff for my liking, but you know, it's a nice suspension setup. This is where we learn to control the bike. Like I say, the brakes work nice. Oh, that bad brake now, the ABS is turned off, you can kind of slide it in. To see Yamaha mixing up the fleet a little bit, you know, taking that suspension from the World Raid and popping it on this bike. Like I said, the only thing I would do is probably put a lower seat height on, but... Whoa, we got air. Oh yeah, that suspension just handles it so well. Yeah, we're just moving on to another little section here. Some of it is quite technical. And again, I think with this KY suspension, you've got to ride it a little bit quicker, a little bit harder to get it to work. So yeah, this is one of the technical sections at the ABR here. You can either go kind of straight on, which is the left route, just got a bit of a kicker, and then a second one at the top, or you can hit the right loop there, and that just brings you around nice and easy. Yeah, what a beautiful lineup of Teneres.
Sit, rest, have a rest for a minute, and then there's an alternative route round. About 5 minutes riding, we're back to base, and there's some cold beers waiting. Woo! So those that want a couple of laps, we'll have a couple of laps up the left or the right, but those have a rest for a few minutes, and then we'll head on.
Have you been up that bit before?
No, it was challenging. No, just a little bit of momentum. Don't need loads of speed, just nice. Second gear.
Full throttle. Right, let's get back on the horse. I kind of did that badly, actually. I was getting a little bit overexcited, didn't really take the correct line. But the main thing is, I'm smiling, I've not fallen off yet. Let's have another go. Oh, somebody didn't make it by the looks of it, he's not in our group. I can't actually make out what bike it is from here. This is the hardest bit, you know, if you drop it and you're up the top there, then it's just turning it around really. I always find the best thing to do is leave it in gear, just use that clutch, roll it back, turn it around. You're not going to go up from that position. I tell you what, that was worse than the first one. I got up though. Every time you turn the engine off and restart it, you'll have to go back into the ABS settings to turn it off again, which is a little bit bit of a pain in the arse, shall we say. And then he stalls it. Oh, we've got a one down. Well, that's what they're designed for. Hats off to some of these girls that are a bit shorter, because they are so tall and they can be a bit top heavy. I mean, there's hardly any fuel in them, so they will be a little bit lighter. Yeah, I'll be honest, so I mean, we've been out on the bike about an hour or so, and it's not felt uncomfortable at all. I think the bikes perform really well. I don't think I've performed really well. It's probably my worst effort on an adventure bike, but it is a great bike. I think that they've got a fantastic platform that works. And like I say, for the medium to taller riders, I think this bike will be more appealing. He's like the happiest marshal in the world. So guys, that's the Yamaha Tenere Extreme at the ABR Festival. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one.